Happy Wednesday, straight up Tennessee family. It's your boy Ruck in the building, man. It is about to be a great night here on the Midweek chat. I got my guy C2 and my guy Dylan with me. But tonight you can see, man, what do we expect to happen in Knoxville? Right? We have a lot of things to kind of line up tonight. I think, you got to look at multiple facets of what Tennessee can do. What can we prove on Saturday? What can Tennessee clean up on Saturday? Defensively, how can we achieve more of a pass rush? How can we not get even nastier in the pass rush, but how can we slow down the run game? Like all of these different keys we're going to dive into tonight. But then also, y'all know what it is. It's Wednesday, man. We got our college football pick'ems and we got pump the brakes and hit the gas. We gotta figure this out. We got a lot of things to go through on this one tonight. I think I got 15 pumping or gas or brakes. So we're going to dive into that. It's going to be a fun night. Like I said, y'all got C2 and I have Dylan with me, man. It's going to be a fun night. Y'all know what to do. Top of the show, like, comment, subscribe, join that thing. But before we dive in even further, you already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the Midweek chat. Let's get it.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Meshack's got to go. A fire! Fire! Wins it! Jamal Meshack wins it! A strike, Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss, and for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
Yo, what is happening? Straight up Tennessee family. It's your boy Ruck in the building, joined by my guys Dylan and my guy C2. It's the top of the show, people. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel. We are climbing. It's time to get over that 1,300. It's time to get over that 1,500. And I think we're going to be able to do that thing before this season is over. Got a lot to dive into tonight, guys, but y'all know how it is, man. It's a family. We got to get on here and chop it up and talk a little bit. Had a good time. I know I told you guys this on Monday, I think, but that I was going to get the opportunity and the honor to be on the Blue Chip Breakdown tonight with Bull and my guys, Timmy G. And so it was a really good opportunity. It was not just an opportunity. It's just nice meeting some dudes, meeting some family, meeting some new friends. Just had some fun. I think that we are going to be able to do something special on their midweek chats weekly. And it was just a fun time, man, really getting to chop it up about ETSU. But, man, y'all already know what we did. We're looking to 10 days from now, looking at the Georgia Bulldogs, staring them in the face. But, man, let's hit up the chat, y'all, before we dive in a little bit. Alex Anderson, what's up, Alex? My boy, dude, I ain't seen you in a while. Alex, he says, oh, yeah. Tennessee Junior.
That Alex.
It is Alex, Corey. Yeah, you know.
Hey,
yeah.
How's it going?
Matt SS, good stuff on Blue Chip Breakdown tonight, Ruck. Yes, sir. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Tennessee Junior says, Ruck representing with Bull and crew. Absolutely, man. So much fun. Also says, good evening to you two, Dylan and C2.
What's up, Tennessee Junior?
Timmy G with the 50, man. What's up,
Whoa.
Timmy? Gosh, Timmy, man. He says, what's up, Ruck? The drinks are on me tonight. Have fun on the pod with you, man. Bro, see, I told y'all, it's more than just opportunity, man. I'm meeting new brothers, and so it was a fun opportunity. Alex says, oh, yeah, Rucky. Alex, you drinking, man? Are you drinking? What's going on?
He might be with that season prediction.
He says, we're going 12-0. For sure. Wow. Tennessee Junior undefeated. We ain't. Until we ain't. Yeah, that's real. We are undefeated until we ain't. Boys, happy Wednesday, man. What you guys getting into? How's your week been? And even though it's ETSU, you can't tell me that you're not excited to see the orange and white play in 3 short days.
I mean, I'm always excited to watch Tennessee play, and it's always nice when it's guaranteed to be a stress-free Saturday, barring any sort of like injury or anything like that.
Yeah, I said it in our Discord earlier. I hate that I'm going to have to hate watch all weekend, but ETSU is better than a bye week, so I'll take it.
True. I just can't
Shout out to
believe
the
Timmy
man.
came in here and said straight up Tennessee by 50 today.
Hey, drop the 50. Gotta show love, man. J Pat, what's up, J Pat? He says, I'm always excited, brother. Yeah, I feel like y'all, we are in. Let me say this before we dive into anything else tonight. We are in the prime days of Tennessee football. Like, I can't remember a time again, y'all. I'm 30. I'm 30. I'm I've seen a lot of the good. I've seen some bad. I was alive for the national championship. I was young, but I do remember vividly a lot of things about that specific night when we beat Florida State to win a national championship. But the thing about it, y'all, is like history does repeat itself, and we right now need to be so ecstatic and happy with where this program is. Okay, like we take it for granted that we got a guy like Josh Heupel, who we were all. If you're lying if you thought that he was going to be what he is now 5 years ago, right? I think we all were a little like, Danny, like, did Danny just hire his friend or like? But now we've seen that Josh Heupel is developing into one of the best premier coaches in college sports. He is one of the best coaches in college football, and he's coaching at one of the best universities in college football, that being the University of Tennessee. Y'all, we have to be excited right now. Yes, things are going to happen that we don't like. Guys are going to leave and we're going to hate it. But where we are right now, we haven't had more 10-win seasons in the last 20 years, y'all. Be happy right now with where we are. Let's get better. Of course, we want more, and I think we're going to get that. But right now, let's be excited for where we are, man. And so it's just it's amazing to be where we are, and I'm excited to see where we go because Hypo is definitely our guy. What y'all have on that?
My wife and I were actually talking about that on the way home from doctor's appointment to check in on the baby. And I was like, one of the things that drives me crazy as someone, I was 8 in 1998 when we won the championship. And I remember the lead up to that game. FSU wasn't really one of our big rivals, but I remember just hating them so much leading up to that game because everyone thought they were going to win that game. Everyone in the national media was picking FSU, and I just hated them so much. And now, man, after going through the dark ages of 20 years of just kind of being mediocre at best or just flat out sucking, it kind of drives me a little crazy when I see people leaving a game early when we're up by 3 or 4 scores. I know some people, you got to get home to your family, you got kids, you want to release the babysitter, whatever. But when it's so many people, I'm like, man, we used to pray for times like this. We used to pray to be up on an underdog team by 30 something points because we used to struggle in those underdog games hard. So this
Does
time,
anybody remember Georgia State? Okay,
see,
sorry.
I wasn't going to
Sorry.
mention the name. I wasn't
I'm
going to mention the
sorry.
name because I didn't want to
I'm
trigger any
sorry.
PTSD.
It's already set in, C2. It's already in there, bro.
But I remember as a kid being so excited, and then for so much of like my late teenage and college years, we were just god awful. Clat is a clown though, J Pat. Just
Dude,
to interrupt my rant here. Absolutely.
Yeah,
that man
going
is
off what y'all said, man, I'm a little younger than both y'all. I'm 24. I was born in 2001. I don't know nothing about the good old days, bro.
I'm
Like,
sorry. I'm sorry, Dylan.
my earliest memories are like the late days of Kiffin and like early days of Dooley. Like my oldest memory with Tennessee football is my dad getting a text message one night and he just goes, USC, and he throws the phone across the house. And that was the night Kiffin left us. And then it's just been doom and despair ever since. And then this chubby guy from Central Florida comes in 2021, and it's like, okay, well, we might score a couple touchdowns here and there, but the defense is going to be trash. He's had a worse recruiting class every year. He was at UCF. It's like, what can we really look forward to? This guy, he's going to be 2 years in and done. And then what do you know? 2022 happens. We catch lightning in a bottle, and now the defense is our strongest part. I mean, when you talk about prayers being answered, as far as I'm concerned, Josh Heupel might be football Jesus for resurrecting this program the way that he has as quickly as he has. So
See, jumping off of that, Dylan, when we hired him, I thought he was maybe going to be like football John the Baptist. He was going to be the guy to get us to the guy, like build us back up enough to where we could get that guy in.
right.
I don't know. He might be changing my mind.
He definitely got us. He got us to that place, and that's what's most important is that we're there now, and we gotta enjoy this right now, y'all. Enjoy every second of it, because there are programs that want to be where we are, and we're gonna be here for a long time. So, it's the midweek chat, boys. Obviously, ETSU week. A lot of things that we're not worried about leading into this game. You know, I said this on the blue chip breakdown tonight. I feel like the only thing that I'm most worried about is we need to get out of ETSU injury free, 100% injury free. I'm talking about, like, if somebody even looks hurt, pull them. Man, I don't care if Trey Poteet is playing corner by the end of the night. Like, we have to get out of this clean, because in 10 days, we got a real football game, boys. Like, we have a real game with real dogs, with real coaches, at a real stadium, with real fans, and a real atmosphere that's going to set this place on fire. But we got to get out of ETSU clean. And so, looking at this game, forecasting kind of your thoughts, Dylan, I kind of want to go to you first. Like, give me just kind of what you want to see offensively first out of Tennessee, and then what are you hoping the defense kind of makes of this game? Obviously, you know, you want to clean things up, but give me one or two things defensively you'd like to see along with offensively. What do you want to see us do?
Yeah, defensively, I obviously want to see us clean up in the trenches. I don't want to see that running back get more than 50 yards this game. Other than that, just keep pressure on Cade McNamara. And I feel like we can use this game to set some traps for Georgia. I feel like we kind of did that against Syracuse a little bit, because the middle of the field was open, but it almost looked designed at times.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. And if we can just lay a couple of traps for Georgia, and then hopefully they'll spring that in 10 days. But if we could just do that and stay injury free, I'm happy.
What about you, C2? What do you think offensively? You know, what are you hoping to see us do or continue to do? And then defensively, what do you want to see us clean up and get a little cleaner before heading into Georgia?
I want to see how much growth, both on offense and defense, we see from our young guns. I want to see, after getting some time in a real game against a opponent that was better than I thought they were going to be honest, a decent opponent. I want to see if they're a little quicker to adjust, a little, especially one of the things going back and watching through, we were a little late to adjust when play bounced to the outside. I want to see if we're quicker to adjust to things like that. I want to see if our linebackers are quicker to adjust to zone coverages and passing that off, unless your theory that it was all a plan is correct, AJ, in which case I hope they're a little slower at adjusting. So it's a real big trap. And then on offense, you know, I want to see more of Dwayne Morris. I want to see what he's got in the running game.
Hey, man. Hey, hold on, Matt. Matt, dude, I'm literally in paradise right now. This chair that I'm in is like a cabana type joint. You know what I'm saying? They got me in this luxurious type vibe. So you telling me I'm in jail, but I'm in paradise. So
And then J-Pat just brought up my last thing I want to see on defense. I want to see us get off the field. If they're trying to go for it on fourth, I want to see us get off the field, trap or no trap. I want to see us get off the field on fourth down, because our defense, I know there's a difference between practice conditioning and in-game conditioning, but our defense was exhausted midway through the third quarter last week.
Yeah, and I felt like that was a combination of losing some guys up front, right? Like you lost, you know, Hobbs wasn't going to play, but then you lost Jax. Nathan Robinson got a little dinged up, but played through it, obviously. When you start to hit that depth piece, you will begin to get tired. But guys, like, the honest truth is what C2 said, man. Like, we had a multiple opportunity. I think Syracuse was 4 of 5 on fourth down. Like, get off the field, boys. Like, what are we doing? We never had that issue in 2024, really in 23 either. We got to get off the field in third down, especially third and long, boys. Like, come on, man. And I know this is why I said it felt like what you were saying, Dylan. You know, I said this on Monday. I was like, it really felt like bait. Like we were baiting them and baiting film so that people think like, oh, they're just going to leave the middle of the field open on 3rd and 11. But at some point, especially now, I feel like we've that's got to be cleaned up, even if it was film bait, which is a thing. It is a thing. I don't want 3rd and long, dude. Get off the field, bro. Syracuse had touchdown scoring drives of 12 plays and 11 plays. 12 play drives against Georgia are way more brutal than 12 play drives against Syracuse on our bodies. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like, man, if we get into a space where we're 12, 13, 10 plays every time and they're scoring touchdowns, there's no way you're telling me Tennessee won that football game. Let's see what the chat's popping off on. JC says they were getting them in 3rd and long, but they'd convert. Agree with C2. Get off the field. J-Pat, Dom and Eason played too much. Too many snaps on week 1 against inferior. Yeah, 100%. Like, no reason should Bryson Eason have been playing in the 3rd quarter. Like, we should have felt good with throwing whoever in, but we had to go put those guys in to close the game. And I mean, I do we credit that to Syracuse, or do we say like our depth was an issue? Like, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, that was
Probably
a little bit of
both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt said, what's the point spread this weekend? C2, what's the spread for Tennessee and
For the Tennessee game?
ETSU?
I don't even know if they put a spread, because sometimes they don't on the FCS games.
Yeah. It's probably nothing.
It's 30. Well, yeah, 31.5 points. No, sorry. Yeah, they don't have one for this game. That was ETSU versus Murray State.
So they were supposed to win by 31.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how bad Murray State is then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that tells me all I need to know. Yeah, I'm not seeing a spread. There's not a spread on our game this week. Obviously, it's FCS, so there's nothing on it. I don't even think they're gonna put it on betting sites as far as for money line or anything. It doesn't make Vegas money. So
I think the only time they do that is if it's like a North Dakota State, someone like that, you know, there's actually somewhat of a
little
chance.
bit of proven. Yeah,
Because even as bad as ESPN's analytics thing is, we've got a 99% chance to win on that little circle thing they do, and that thing's always whack. So
the
it's not gonna be
FPI
close.
thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. JC says not only are they brutal on bodies, talking about the long drives, it's just giving the quarterback and the offensive line juice. They pick up on that. Yeah, for sure. Whole unit gets into a rhythm, and you can't let them long drives go. Yeah, I agree with you, Corey. We have to slow down longer drives. Those things are killers for us. And you know, one thing that Tennessee, surprisingly, y'all, like, we only had one false start. Think about it. And it was on when? Your first drive.
Yeah.
You had one fumble early, right? Like, that was kind of a momentum changer, but then you get the ball right back. So I think this all, guys, goes back to one position. Joey Aguilar's handling his business, man. Like, Joey Aguilar is handling his business offensively, getting guys in the right spaces, getting guys in the right positions, getting guys lined up efficiently, and making sure that they know, hey, this is what we're on 2, on 3, on whatever. But people are more in sync with him, and you know why? It's because he's a leader, man. And so, J Pat in the chat says Stockton gonna pull that ball a lot. We gotta hit this fool a lot. I didn't even want to talk about Georgia, but okay, let's do it.
Well, I was gonna bring that up actually in the Syracuse game, that some of those long conversions were because we had guys deciding they were going to try and play hero ball. Like Angeli was Michael Vick out there and was going to run 12, 15 yards without getting caught. And they would leave their guy that they were supposed to be covering, and then it's an easy completion dump off for a first down. Gunnar Stockton is going to pull that ball a lot and run, but he's also going to act like he's going to run to see if we leave our guy. So defensive line's got to keep contained along with whatever edge we bring in on that. But our guys who are supposed to be covering someone need to stay on their man until he's at the point of no return approaching that line of scrimmage where he's not going to be able to throw the ball without it being a penalty.
Here's the thing about Gunnar Stockton. He is unlike any quarterback Kirby Smart has coached at Georgia. He's had a gunslinging, could make something happen in the run game guy every year. Let's just go back. Like Stetson Bennett, right? Like he could make things happen in the run game, but it wasn't what he was wanting to do, right? Jake Fromm, even. I think Fromm was at Kirby's, like the back half of what Kirby's or the front half of Kirby's tenure there. He could make things happen, but he was a gunslinger, pocket presence. Carson Beck, as of recent, pocket presence, wanted to make balls thrown down the field, right? This isn't Gunnar Stockton. He can't throw the ball down the field. Like he throws the ball 40 yards, and it looks like it took everything out of him to do it. And it's probably going to be overthrown, underthrown. Like you just don't know what he's going to do. It's not pretty. And so when he pulls that ball down the run, I don't wish ill will on nobody, y'all. That's not me. But he going to see stars just like he did in that playoff game if he keep doing this, especially when you come up here to Neyland Stadium, bro. And I mean, we have to do everything we can to keep him so bottled up to where he doesn't even want to run the football. Like that's where we got to put him. We have to put him in a space where he does not even want to run the football, bro.
Yeah. Just going off that, do you want to talk about like the quarterbacks panicking? Like we saw Nico panic a lot last year, but you throw in the noise of Neyland because Gunnar Stockton has never played a snap in a game like Neyland Stadium. I mean, yeah, he played the playoff game, but let's be honest, it's only the rich folks going there to sip tea and crumpets and watch the football game. But it's going to be rowdy. It's going to be loud, and we can shake him. We can shake him probably worse than we did Milroe, to be honest with you. And if we can get under his skin and we can make him freak out and panic, it could be a cakewalk from the first quarter. But it all just depends on what he wants to do.
You saw this from JC in the chat. It'll be a huge difference if Tennessee can run tempo against Georgia. It'll be a way different story, unlike years past games against Georgia. I wanted to save what I'm about to say till next week for Georgia week, but I'll probably say it again anyways because it's a great point. You know, I said this on the Blue Chip Breakdown earlier tonight. We're closer than we've ever been as far as recruiting, scheme, player, everything. Like we're closer than we're going to be ever. And we're going to just continue to grow and get better. But here's the thing. Last year, we lost that game. Georgia didn't beat us. We lost that game last year. And it was because of simple things in the second half, defensively, lollygagging across the middle, offensively, not being able to put the ball in the end zone is what we struggled with that all year. But it was evident after the second half in this game that it was another opportunity lost where we could not put the ball in the end zone. Multiple drives, y'all. Multiple drives to do it and couldn't do it. That alone is why I feel so confident about this game, is because now, guys, now I don't know if y'all felt this way, but to me, it felt like against Syracuse. I haven't had this feeling, y'all, since 2022. Whatever we wanted, we could get.
Yeah.
Whatever we want to run the ball 10 times on a drive and go score? Cool. We'll go do that. Did we want to take a shot? Did we want to get a couple passes? Like it felt like whatever we wanted to do, we could do it. And that's when Heupel's offense is effective. Because what I mean by that even more is like what JC said about the tempo. We now control when we want to use the tempo. All right. This run is working. This set is working. Let's run tempo for the first 4 plays. And then, you know what? It's 2nd and 8. Hold on. Let's see what they see up top. Like we control what we control. we don't have to rely on the tempo anymore, because now you got a competency at quarterback with Joey Aguilar. You got confidence at quarterback with Joey Aguilar. And you got a confident play caller right now in Halsley. I feel like Joey Halsley feels very good about what they have been working on in the offseason with the installs. And I don't think we've seen a fraction yet of what we're going to do within those formations that we've seen. I think you're going to see those formations a lot. And if you guys didn't notice, a lot of those formations when we're going wide to tight, we're still we're still in 12 personnel. Like, we're still with 2 tight ends, even when we're going tight to bunch, or we're going bunch back to wide. Like, we still somehow had 2 tight ends on the field. So I don't see a lot of that changing. But what we do out of those, I think we're going to open some eyes real quick here in 10 days against Georgia. But C2, I kind of want to go to you about this. Obviously, Georgia has dudes. But early, I mean, we're 10 days out. We ain't even in Georgia week, and somehow we're sitting here talking about Georgia.
That's because we got ETSU this week.
If you had to say one thing would change the game next week, what would it be?
I think the one thing that's going to dictate this game is kind of a mixture of what JC brought up, because there's a difference between playing against Power 4 opponents and playing against cupcakes when it comes to the physical toll it takes and when it comes to the conditioning that it builds up in your body. Georgia is not going to have been tested at all physically going into this game. So they are not going to be ready for this aspect of the game, which is something I really liked about what we did against Syracuse offensively. We kept one running back out there for a whole series. And then the next series, it was a different member of the 3-headed monster on fresh legs. Georgia doesn't, they have dudes, don't get me wrong, they've got dogs, but they don't have 3 deep dogs on defensive line to deal with D-Bish, to deal with Starr and Peyton Lewis just constantly rotating in, being fresh. Those dogs are going to get worn down over the course of the game. If we can keep that tempo up, if we can keep that momentum up early in the game, I've said it when we did our season prediction. I think we are going to know if we are going to win this game by the end of the first quarter.
I like it, dude. I like it. I like it. I agree right here with J Pat, man. I wanted to read this before we moved on. He says, we need Jordan Ross or Dom or Carter, ETC, and they're talking about Dom Bailey or Arion Carter to lay the stick to him, talking about Gunnar Stockton. Seal the edge, push him back inside into the meat and taters.
See, I want
That's
Tyree
exactly
West
what we
to
need.
get his hands on him 1-2 times, you know? That's who I
Yes.
want to lay the hit stick on him.
JC in the chat says the ability to establish the run with the fear of throwing the ball over the head. That's the key. Make them respect the balanced play calling. And we were as balanced can be against Syracuse, quite literally. An even split from yards rushing and yards passing. So, boys, man, let's go ahead and move into one of our favorite parts of the week. Pump the brakes or hit the gas. This is what we love to do here on our Wednesday show, where we go through a series of questions. We have a whole lot of questions concerning the ETSU game, and really just in general Tennessee heading into week 2. And we're going to kind of break this down together. So y'all ready, boys?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Number 1, pump the gas or pump the brakes or hit the gas right here. Tennessee's offense will look sharper and even more explosive against ETSU.
Yeah, that's gas all day.
Gas.
Dang, Corey might be smoking on that
Yeah,
gas.
I was about to say that, bro.
C2 might be over there smoking that gas, boy.
Hey. Pass it around, Corey.
God. Number
Forgot
2,
I couldn't
y'all.
breathe water for a second. My bad.
That man thought he was SpongeBob. Number 2, boys, the Vols defense will shut down the run game and Devontae Houston of ETSU.
Gas.
Also, gas.
We need it, man. I just want a dominant performance defensively. I don't really care how it happens. I just want it to happen because the Syracuse game didn't stress me out or like make me worried at all, but it wasn't. It was uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like it was like, dude, this dude should not have 90 yards rushing, bro. Like, what are we doing? Number 3.
Houston
Go ahead.
100. Houston only had 128 against Murray State. So
Yeah.
do with
I
that
got
what
2
you will.
words for you. Rodney Garner.
I like it. Number 3, ETSU secondary had 2 interceptions in week 1. Could that cause trouble for Joey Aguilar and Tennessee's passing attack?
I hit the brakes, not for Joey.
I'll also hit the brakes. I don't think he's going to slack off like people we may have had in the past.
I like it. Number 4, I think we're all hitting gas. This game should be over by halftime.
It better be. Yes.
We're in trouble if it ain't gas.
Hey, okay, right here, week number 2, number 5. This is number 5 here. Young guys should be playing by second quarter.
Gas.
I'll hit the gas, but only slightly because I still feel like we need to build some chemistry in certain parts, but in the long scheme of things, yeah, gas.
I'm
I feel
saying
like
gas because I think a couple young guys should be starters.
Well, if you're talking in the defensive back room, they're about to be.
Yeah.
So, with Ricky's injury, obviously those guys are definitely going to be playing a whole lot more. Number 6, ETSU's linebackers could keep this game competitive for a while.
Breaks.
I'm with you. Let's see. This is the number 8 before we move into more of our fan focus points for this one. Number 8, ETSU will be the perfect get right game for Tennessee's passing attack before Georgia.
I'll say gas, but not in the way that will be tested. I feel like this is going to be a back to the fundamentals kind of game for the receivers, to where they can just focus on the ball, catch it. Like that's really all you got to do. No more concentration drops this game.
Same. I was going to say breaks because I didn't feel like we really struggled in the passing game against Syracuse. So I don't really know if we need like a get right game, but there's definitely a couple receivers that can use this game to get their head right catching the ball, like Dylan said.
That's what I think our struggles were, C2. I don't think it was necessarily like Joey. And Joey struggled. Okay, let's talk about, the bubbles, the screens. He was selling those kind of high, and that's all technique, right? Like that's him getting his hips across a little bit faster, setting his feet, and stop throwing off his back foot in those specific settings. And so I think, obviously, that's all technique stuff that Heupel and Halsley have been ingraining in him to stop doing. And that's why he's on some of those dig routes, they're just money because he stopped doing it on balls like that. But some of these bubbles and screens, he didn't throw a lot of these at App State. You know what I mean? Like it's a new throw for him. While it's not a hard throw, it's a new throw for him. And so it's a little different, but I'm with you guys, man. We're hitting the gas. I think that we can clean up some stuff and get us back to a spot where it's like, okay, we're clean. Let's just go play football, man, against Georgia. That's what we got to go do. We got to just go play football. All right, here's kind of some rapid fire ones that I love to do for the fans and for everybody watching. Wait, I think it just went away. Oh, I'm so sad. Hold on. Let's see if we can get this to come back. It just went away. That's so sad. Let's see,
I'll buy you some time. One more thing that I noticed with Joey's mechanics is that he pats the ball sometimes when he passes. You can't be doing that in 10 days. That's a tell to linebackers. Like, this is exactly where the ball is going. You got like 2 seconds to react. So you can't be patting the ball like that.
I think there's that. And I think I brought it up after the Syracuse game. You got to start sliding in 10 days. Because getting hit by those Georgia defensive players is going to feel a lot different than getting hit by those Syracuse defensive players.
Yeah.
Like, slide, my guy.
Right.
Slide, please.
Yeah. And they got some guys that can hit too. CJ Allen. I forgot the name of the linebacker back there. I think it's Bolden. But if you're not careful, they will put a lick on you.
Yeah, KJ Bolden is a safety. CJ Allen is a linebacker.
Yeah.
He's nice. He's very nice. Okay, boys, let's ride with this one. All right. Pump the brakes, hit the grass. Joey Aguilar is the real deal, and Tennessee's offense is back.
Gas.
Yes.
I love it. That was easy. Mike Matthews will be the best Tennessee receiver at the end of the year.
Breaks.
Breaks.
I think it's gonna be Mr. Staley.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Mr. Staley. Between Peyton Lewis, Deshaun Bishop, and Star Thomas, Tennessee will rush for 30 plus touchdowns this season.
How many did Sampson have last year?
That's a great question. Somebody in the chat, how many touchdowns did Dylan Sampson have last year? But we'll keep talking. Somebody let me know.
Yeah.
30 touchdowns is a lot, but
Here's my thing.
He had 23. 23.
Yeah.
23. I'm hitting the brakes.
Yeah, if it was 30 all around touchdowns, maybe, because I think specifically Star and Deshaun Bishop are going to be dangerous in the screen game.
Well, it is. It's not one of them will have 30. It's the whole group could have 30.
Right. I'm saying
Right.
if it was rushing and receiving touchdowns, I would be hitting the gas. But rushing only,
yeah.
I don't think so.
Following. Okay, let's go to the defensive side of the ball real quick. I only got 3 more. The defensive front will get 4+ sacks against ETSU.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gas. We better. We got 5 against Syracuse.
Yeah.
The secondary has gotten better, but we're still worried about the safety spot.
One of the safety spots.
Yeah. It's gas. It's turn time. So
For everybody watching, okay, I just have to tell y'all, C2's favorite player is Andre Turntine.
Yeah, absolutely. My favorite.
The thing that he talks about the most about how much he loves him is how when he got trucked last year against who was that?
It was I don't even remember. It was so bad. I tried to block it out.
Oh, dude. Oh, I love that. Joshua Josephs is playing himself into the first round.
So far, gas.
I'll hit the brakes on it just because he doesn't seem like an impact player yet. I feel like he definitely can be, but he doesn't feel like that game changer that James Pierce was in 2023.
Hey, bro, he was everywhere on Saturday, though.
He was.
Yeah.
And I think that's weird, right? Like, before we move on to college football pick'ems and just wrap up the night, was James Pierce, y'all, really that great? Or did he just have that great of a year in 2023?
I think
we'll find out.
He did just have that great of a year in 2023. 2024, I'll cut him some slack. He was getting held and doubled every game, and the refs would not throw him a flag to save his life.
I agree.
But
I agree with that.
there was also some things where James was kind of taking it easy in the offseason after 23, and he was, kind of checked out. He knew he was going first round. He was projected first overall pick going into the season last year. So
Right.
how hard are you really going to work when you know that you got that much guaranteed money coming on the table? But Josh Josephs, I feel like he's going to be the opposite. He's going to work to get better, and he's just going to push himself to be that much better.
I agree.
Yeah, I think we'll find out in the NFL who James Pierce is skill-wise and effort-wise, because they were, and I am not making this a direct comparison throughout the whole season, but there were some times last season he reminded me a little bit of Clowney, where Clowney would just completely slack off some plays like he didn't care. And Clowney didn't shake that off when he went to the NFL, and it shortened his career massively.
Yep.
It did. I don't want to see that for him, because for Heupel, it's good to have guys in the league and stay in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, all right, C2, take us away, man. Take us to college football pick'ems, and let's get ready to wrap this thing up tonight.
All right. Do you want me to do both the spread and the regular pick'ems, or just the spread?
Let's do both, because I think it's only 10 games, right?
Yeah, so they're different 10 games though. So
Okay,
I'll
great.
start with the regular ones, which actually have a few exciting games. So we've got Iowa at Iowa State.
I'm taking Iowa State.
Yeah, same.
Also same. UConn at Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Yeah, I'll take Q's just based off of them having a bad taste in their mouth from losing to us.
All right. Illinois at Duke.
This is a weird game because
Very.
Duke's not Duke isn't bad, bro. Darian Mensah is a dog, bro. Like Duke can play, but then also Illinois top 25 program right now. Like Brett Bielema is a good coach. Where's it at?
It's at Duke.
I'm gonna pick Duke with the upset.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Give me the upset, Duke.
See, I thought y'all were gonna call me crazy. That's what I picked. I picked Duke for that one.
No, dude, I think Mensah is just he's so
Yeah.
good, bro. Like
is.
he's good in the run game, he's good in the pass game, he's a veteran, right? Like a lot of years there in Tulane, played great at Tulane. So now he's just at a bigger program. So I think Duke's got that home advantage, and so he's got an opportunity to go prove himself.
What shocked me with that one is 91% of the people who have made their picks so far picked Illinois. I knew most people would pick Illinois, but 91% is a lot.
Bro,
Yeah.
people don't watch football, bro.
No.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Ne-
Like that's what it
Yeah.
is. People don't watch the game, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching Duke in Illinois tomorrow or Saturday. So
No. Next, we got Baylor at SMU, which is another weird game.
Baylor lost to Auburn, so SMU.
yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot SMU's quarterback. He's a dog. I'll take
Kevin
SMU.
Jennings.
Yeah, Kevin Jennings.
He's a dog.
All right. Next game is Virginia Cavaliers versus my favorite team to dog last year, the North Carolina State Wolfpack.
They struggled in week 1 again, dude. And they lost Kevin Concepcion. Like they're starting that young freshman who was a 5-star. He threw balls to Jeremiah Smith in high school. What was his name? What's his name? He's a sophomore this year.
Yeah.
I can't remember his
That's gonna
name.
bug me. Yeah.
But whoever NC State is playing, I'm gonna pick the other team.
It's CJ Bailey. Is their
CJ
quarterback.
Bailey.
CJ
Yep.
Bailey.
Yep.
I'm gonna take NC State just because I think Virginia is that bad. But
Hey man, I'm playing with Virginia right now in my college football 26 dynasty that I'm in a league with. I got them boys 9-3 in year 1, so I'm taking UVA.
I'm also going Virginia. I think Virginia's got that game. I think it'll be close though. Next up, we got Kansas Jayhawks at Missouri.
Kansas.
Stand on business.
Kansas.
Kansas, yeah.
Missouri's not good. Now, the backup quarterback that's going to be the starter, he kind of nice.
he's decent.
But we'll see what he does against Kansas.
Yeah, I think Kansas has got this one. They haven't really looked too bad in the first couple games, and Missouri was sleepwalking early in their game.
I agree.
West Virginia at Ohio. I think we're all going to pick the same team here.
Yeah, West Virginia.
Rich Rod.
Yeah,
West Virginia.
West Virginia for sure. All right, now the one I think we're going to get some disagreement on: Michigan at Oklahoma.
I was not impressed with John Mateer. I wasn't impressed with Oklahoma's run game. With Platt, I wasn't impressed with the defense. Like I think it's just Oklahoma's a hype train, bro. Like Oklahoma is the new Michigan. How everybody just hyped Michigan up because it was Michigan. Now it's like, oh, it's OU. They're in the SEC. Let's just give them a reason to be hyped. I don't know, man. I don't like either one of the teams, but I don't like Oklahoma the most. So go blue.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna follow you up on that. John Mateer didn't show me a whole lot last week, but there's something about that Bryce Underwood kid up there. And we had heard the stories in the offseason of like, oh, LSU's paying him 10 mil, Michigan's offering him 12 mil now. But You see where all that money, you see why it's being thrown at him now. I think he's legit. I got Michigan.
See, I got to disagree. I'm going Oklahoma. I don't think either team is as good as they're being projected to be. Don't get me wrong. But I just think Oklahoma wins this game at home. Now, if it was in Michigan, I think it would be a different story. But yeah, I just think Oklahoma wins it. Close one, probably by 3, maybe 6. But just don't see Michigan winning that one.
I mean, I like what JC said, Oklahoma, so it's a better win for Tennessee, right? But
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that late in the season, bro. Oh, you're gonna lose some more games. They're not beating Texas, right? They're not gonna beat Texas. They're not gonna beat who else do they play early? I think they play Ole Miss early. Somebody like that. Or Alabama before us. I don't remember, but
here's the thing too with Michigan, man. They only beat New Mexico by 17.
It's Michigan, though. They always play a dirty game every season.
They play up, bro. They play up too.
I guess we'll see.
We will see. I hope they lose. I hope they win. Sorry. I don't want Oklahoma to be successful at all.
Fair enough. Next up, again, I think we're all going to pick the same team. Arizona State at Mississippi State.
Arizona State. Sam Leavitt, go to work.
Yeah. Last one before we get into the spread. Vanderbilt Commodes versus Virginia Tech Hokies.
Everybody's high on Vandy again. And I know they're better. That's a better program and yada, yada. But I mean, Virginia Tech blew the game against South Carolina, if y'all want to be honest. Like, they were there and blew it. And so there's no way they can do that 2 weeks in a row. So I got to go VTech.
Yeah. My heart wants me to pick Vandy, but my brain's telling me to pick Virginia Tech. So I'm going Virginia Tech.
I'm going Virginia Tech as well. They lost to Sellers by 13, and Sellers is far and away a better quarterback to Pavia. So if they could do what they did in that game, even just as good as they did it in that game, which wasn't great, I think they win this game, especially at home.
Yeah.
All right, going into our spread picks, which is where I think things will actually get a little interesting. We've got San Jose State Spartans at Texas. The spread is 35.5 points in Texas's favor.
Under.
Yeah, I'll take the under. I think it is a blowout, but I don't think by that big of a margin.
Arch ain't showed me enough to think that he could beat somebody by that many points.
Yeah. He was a deer in headlights against OSU.
Yeah, I definitely think it's possible that they do, but they've got bigger games coming up. So I think if they get up by 28, they're pulling starters. Yeah. And it's hard to maintain 35.5 throughout a whole game once you start putting backups in. Next up, we've got the Kent State Golden Flashes at Texas Tech Red Raiders. Texas Tech is favored to win by 48.5 points.
I'll take the over.
Yeah, over.
I'll take it. Kent State is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I was going to take Kent State, but then I realized I got them confused with somebody else that has a similar name that played a good game this past week. And Texas Tech doesn't really like to take the gas off either. So,
yeah. No, it's going to put more steam on.
Yeah. The Central Michigan Chippewas at the Pittsburgh Panthers. Pittsburgh is favored to win by 21.5.
I'll take the over.
Give me under.
I am also going to take the under on that one. Utah State at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is favored to win by 30.5.
Under.
Give me the over. I feel like they can figure it out.
I'm also going to take the under just because Texas A&M always seems to fall asleep against lesser opponents.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Troy Trojans at the Clemson Tigers. Clemson is favored to win by 31.5.
Yeah, we're taking the over because they pissed off.
Yeah. Troy's not a bad team, but Clemson's got them in this week.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm not a big Cade Klubnik fan, but I think Clemson's going to pour it on this week. Oklahoma State Cowboys at the number 6 Oregon Ducks. Oregon's favored by 27.5.
Over.
Over.
Under. Ole Miss at Kentucky. This one is weird to me. The spread is weird. Ole Miss is only favored to win by 9.5 points.
Oh yeah, we're taking the over.
Hammer the over.
Hammer.
I am never going to give anyone betting advice, but if I were a betting man, this is the one I would lock in on.
Yeah.
South Florida at Florida. Florida's favored to win by 17.5. Right, JC? 9.5? That's wild.
Crazy. I'm gonna take the under on that, bro. I think this game's gonna be way closer, bro.
Yeah. I think it's a 10-point game. I'll take the under.
Yeah, I think the Florida fans are going to be sweating and not from the heat in this one. I mean, we already picked the Michigan-Oklahoma one because the spread's only 2.5 points. And, I mean, unless someone wins by a safety. But Oklahoma's favored to win by 2.5, if that means anything to y'all. Y'all think Michigan wins, so you're obviously picking the under. I think Oklahoma wins, so I'm going with the over, I guess. Last game, we've got Georgia Southern at USC. USC is favored to win by 27.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over on that.
Yeah, I know nothing about USC this year, but I'll take the over.
Same. I'm also going to take the over. They seem to beat up on cupcakes and then fall apart when they run into like Notre Dame or something like that.
Every year.
Hey, our tiebreaker, in case we end up tied in our win-loss column, which we need to get up on the show next Wednesday. How many total points do you think are going to be scored in Oklahoma versus Michigan?
I think I said like 59.
Yeah. I think that game's ugly. Give me like 42.
So I was going to say 41, Dylan, because I also think it's going to be an ugly game. But that's all of the picks on the pick'em. And then, of course, to end the night on a high note, who y'all got in the East Tennessee State Buccaneers at Tennessee Volunteers game?
Y'all know that I'll give my final score predictions on the One More Day show on Friday, but just know that I've got Tennessee winning.
Yeah. I think that a lot of people in this fan base are thinking like, okay, we'll just score, 21, 24, and then we'll get the second stringers out there and then we won't have to worry about nothing. But flashback to about the middle of March this year. Baseball team's undefeated, and there was one team that knocked them out. And that was ETSU. And if you know anything about how tight these coaches are, I mean, when Vitello went down there to the College World Series and won it, he was taking pictures with Barnes and Heupel out there on the field. So I feel like if there's ever going to be a vendetta for Vitello to come into Heupel's office and be like, hey, just run it up on him just a little bit more. I feel like it's going to be this game. So I'm keeping my prediction at 70-7 because I think it's going to be a bloodbath.
See, my face there wasn't that you said 70-7. It's that my prediction was going to be 70-6. So we just played in line. And it was going to be a little lower than that, to be honest with you. But then I'm looking at their season leaders list here on ESPN, and their season leading receiver don't even have a picture. It's just a gray circle with a blob in there, like that one-star recruit you used to get in the old NCAA games.
Right.
How are y'all going to do that, man, like that? Like no picture whatsoever.
Nasty work.
It's wild.
Nasty work. Oh, shoot. Well, man, thanks everybody for tapping in with us tonight, man. Good to see some new faces, new names all up in the chat. It's going to be a fun rest of our week. Reminder, guys, we got a recorded video tomorrow, and it'll come out on Friday for our One More Day episode where we'll dive through keys to victory. So we'll have our full keys to victory in this football game, plus our offensive and defensive playmakers of the game. Who do we need to be the playmakers of the game to feel confident about a Tennessee victory? And then, boys, it's our final score predictions for the Tennessee and ETSU Buccaneer game. I'm excited. Never care who we're playing. As long as Tennessee's playing, I'm excited, man. So you already know what it is. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Dylan, C2. You guys have anything else before we wrap?
A big orange.
Balls by 64.
Yes, sir. We already know, man. We'll be back on Friday morning with a good video for our One More Day episode. Then we're live on Sunday night for our next day show. But for Dylan, for C2, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Ruck in the building, and it's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you on Friday morning.